this is part 2 to the other video I made last week, so if you didn't watch it, you won't understand this video in the slightest, and I'm not filling you in. So, you best go watch it or I will find you and... After a long expedition under the falls, we decided it was best if we took a breather and walked around a bit. But of course that had to do with the falls too. There is no escape. We got to walk along this path right up next to the Niagara Rapids, which was actually really cool. And again, the water was so beautiful and the scenery was so nature-y. Yeah, I don't get out much. But we had to leave pretty soon, or else we would miss the most important part of the trip, the hornblower. Oh yeah, and we stopped by our room on the way there for a second. So anyways, the hornblower. The hornblower was a ship that went directly through the mist in the middle of the Horseshoe Falls. Whoever rides normally gets soaked completely. So you best believe I was down for it. And it was perfect timing too, because there was a pretty rainbow over the falls. It was so pretty! Unfortunately, we had to wear ponchos during the ride, but it's fine. It's fine. Jude also told me that we had to stick together the whole time and hug each other. He's so cute. It was at 7 p.m. when we boarded the Hornblower of Doom. I got an absolutely beautiful view of the water and the rainbow and this random civilian. Moving on. I was so excited to be going under the falls. I could barely contain my excitement. I was overflowing with joy. Not to mention my pride in getting such a great spot. Suddenly we were off. We first went past the American Falls, which was sporting a beautiful rainbow. Don't worry, I snapped about 1,000 pictures, that's fine. Next one we passed was the Bridal Falls, which had a real tiny rainbow on it. Oh my gosh, how cute! The next thing was named personally by me, Seagull Island, which had about 1 trillion little seagulls all over it. And yes, every little white dot you see was a seagull. But look, we're approaching the Horseshoe Falls now. We could see the mist from a mile away, and as I was rewatching this video, I overheard a man on the speaker say that over 750,000 gallons of water fall over the falls every second. I'm flabbergasted, to say the least. By now we were seconds away from reaching the mist, and it was already spraying us with the leftovers of those 750 gallons every second. It was an experience for sure. As we entered the mist, it was like being inside of a snow globe. It was a full rainstorm in there, although we had been relatively dry a few seconds ago. Being up so close to the falls was exuberating, honestly, and if you asked me in the middle of winter to go to the Hornblower, I'd be like, heck yeah, let's go. And then I'd freeze to death, but I wouldn't care in the slightest. And guess what? There was a tiny rainbow inside of the falls. It was like it was everywhere. It's following. When it was time to head back, everyone's spirits were lifted and there was tons of happy chatter. For once, my lion mane wispies were plastered to my face, and I can assure you that they were not pleased. I made the mistake of interviewing my dad, so I might as well put in the footage.
How'd you feel?
Pretty good. My shoes are not wet because of the extra poncho. Thank you, extra poncho.
After our long expedition, we took a rest, and then we went tourist shopping, where I found this amazing maple candies that tasted like dreams. And then, of course, I had to frolic. And if you are confused to what I'm saying, this is what frolicking is. It's trademarked, okay? I'm sorry. Then we went home again and died. The final day of our trip started with another fancy breakfast, which is finally filmed in the right direction. Good job, Zoe. Is that weird to talk in third person? Anyways, this day was exclusively planned for us to go tourist shopping. And boy, did we shop! I got this super colorful hoodie at the fancy gift shop where we went under the falls. I dare you to watch that video. And I felt it necessary to show off its capabilities by awkwardly dancing as my mom silently judged me in the background. I thought it was pretty cool. Then we went to the Hershey's chocolate store, where all there was chocolate and dairy. Just so you know, I was dragged there against my will. And I swear the whole store was made of pure chocolate. Like it was built of chocolate. But the store was pretty cool, I guess. Then Maggie got a whole bag of desserts for herself, so I felt a burning anger of 1,000 suns. It's just that I'm annoyed that we went into a store that sold cow plushies. Just look at those desserts! These are the few times that I regret having a food allergy. Anyways, we went shopping for a little longer before going back to the hotel one last time to say goodbye. It was a very emotional time, to say the least. So then we carried our bags out to the car to head home. And then we drove all all the way back home. Anyways, 10 out of 10 trip. Had fun, got soaked, vlogged, frolicked. It was a good trip. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your patience while you waited for this video to come out. And what did I learn from this experience? Do not procrastinate or you will never get a video out, girl. You have a problem.